friends after the break. Today we are discussing regarding entrance test for engineering with our expert Ajay Anthony. Let's continue our discussion. Well, before we went to the break, Ajay, you mentioned that it is very much important for a student to enroll himself in a good coaching class. So tell me, how does one select a proper coaching class?
Let's understand there are different types of training programs available. One is the correspondence program which is available. Then there is a classroom training program. I would suggest a student definitely enrolls himself in a proper classroom training program.
Okay.
Now, well, correspondence also helps, but then you need to be extremely disciplined, you need to be very, very systematic in your approach, etc. But then that's beyond most of the students. A classroom atmosphere is definitely advisable.
Because you're saying to get students as well, you know, who are preparing, and you get the motivation as well.
Very much. When you're choosing a training institute, coaching institute, you need to look at things like what is the credential of that training institute, how long has that institute been around, who is running that institute, who is teaching there, and what is the kind of students who are coming in there, what is the student to faculty ratio. Will I get, if I'm a student, I definitely want to know, will I get very personalized individual attention when I'm enrolling there? Will I have access to the senior faculty as and when required? Can I have one-on-one sitting with them to clarify my simple doubts? Can I have access to good library? Do they provide good material? Do they provide good solution to all the material? These are the things one would need to definitely look at.
Okay. And how about course planning?
Well, planning is extremely important. What we call as the course methodology, how we plan out the 2 years. Now, like I said earlier, it is essentially 11th and 12th standard syllabus, but then you really can't pace yourself like the school goes. You need to pace yourself slightly differently in order to match the requirement of the IIT examination. So the methodology, it's extremely important. How it is taught, how each topic is covered, how topics are linked. IIT JEE is very unique among all engineering entrance examination in the way it links different topics. For example, in physics you will have chapters like motion in one dimension, work, power, energy, loss of motion, etc. These are all chapters. But then IIT JEE does not treat physics like chapters. It treats physics as different subject areas of physics like mechanics, optics, electromagnetism, etc. So you need to learn it from that perspective. So how you integrate that and train the students is extremely important.
And since the exam is on April 12th only, as you mentioned, what will be your suggestion or advice to the students who are appearing for it?
Alright. Now, for this examination, well, we are very close to the examination. There is no... It's already on you. So, there is no magic pill that you can swallow now and then make wonders. Assuming that you have been preparing seriously, systematically, I would suggest that the students continue course, as in, do not make any drastic alterations in their preparation plan. Do not learn anything new now. That is extremely important. You may have actually missed out some areas because they are so-called your not so favorite areas in some subjects. It's too late to learn them. Rather, focus on whatever you have already studied. Take full-length tests. And once you do the test, ensure that you go through the solution, understand how you got those things right, how you got some things wrong, and then cement your learning one last time.
Recently it was reported in the press, Ajay, that the percentage marks of higher secondary will also be taken into consideration for these entrance examinations. So does IIT JEE also have any such plans?
As such, IIT JEE has entry restriction. It says that only 60%, students who score 60% only are eligible. But that's more like just an entry restriction. But it does not have any higher weightage. For example, if I'm scoring 90%, I don't get any additional advantage over somebody who has scored 70%. But that may or may not come. That's something for the authorities to decide. I wouldn't want to comment on that now, but there are states, and when I'm talking about local state level engineering entrance examinations, there are states where this weightage is currently given. So whether it will come into IIT JEE, let's just wait. But then it's not going to be there in IIT JEE 2009.
It's not going to be there.
It's not going to be there.
So students can rest assured.
Yeah, students can rest assured because if you score 60%, well, you're eligible. Then whatever matters is your performance in the actual entrance examination only.
All right.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much, Ajay, for giving us such valuable information with such clarity regarding entrance tests for engineering. It was great having you here on our show.
Thank you, Shweta.
Well, friends, today we discussed regarding entrance test examination for engineering, or rather how to prepare oneself for IIT JEE. As what Ajay told us, that it is very much important to prepare from the grassroots level, and the right time would be class 10. That's all we have for you in today's show. I'm sure you found the episode informative enough.